Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Let's see if we can get this in focus. This is the second half of your practice test for your test, which is taking place later today. So let's take a look here and move forward. Okay, number 14, 15. Manager of Frank's Snack Shack buys hot dogs and packages of 30. He buys hot dogs, buns, and packages of 24. Unfortunately, he cannot buy part of a package. What is the least number of packages of each product he can buy and have an equal number of hot dogs and hot dog buns? Key word here is least. We've been talking about in class the least common multiple. So there's 30 and 24. 30 hot dogs, 24 buns in a package. Math, and then into LCM, 30 comma 24. So the least common multiple between those two numbers is 120. But do you think that we're going to buy 120 packets of hot dogs? No. Take 120 divided by 30, we get 4 packages hot dogs. Okay, we can take 120 divided by 24, which is I'm still waking up, I apologize. 120 divided by 24, 5. 5 packages of buns. Okay, so we're like, it's a kind of a two-step, like first find your LCM, then put it in the context of the problem. Okay. The key word here again is least. Down 1, 15. Organizers for a high school graduation have set up chairs in 2 sections. They put 126 chairs for graduates in the front section, 588 chairs for guests in the back section. If all rows have the same number of chairs, what's the greatest number of chairs possible for each row? Okay. Least was the important word for the last problem. The greatest is here. This is your GCF. Should probably label LCM up here. So I'm trying to find the GCF math number down to 9, I believe, GCD of 126, comma 588, and we get 42. Okay, so 42 number of chairs, 42 chairs for each row. All right, cool. 16, evaluate the expression 2 times r raised to t minus 2 when r equals 2 and t equals 6. All we're doing is substituting in here. 2 times, instead of r, I'm going to put parentheses 2. That's what r stands for right here. Okay. Then it's caret raised to the power of t minus 2, 6 minus 2. Enter. 32. Check out our answers. B is looking pretty good. We're good. 17. Okay, we got some absolute value. Type in exactly as you see it. 3 parentheses. Mass to the right 1, there's your absolute value, negative 17 plus 22, okay, hit to the right 1, plus 17, close parentheses, minus 22, okay, everything looks exactly like I have it on paper, enter, 44, again, D, okay. Now I'd love to show you guys this is one of the most important things you can learn because it really helps your life drastically. Square root of 250 minus square root of 40 over divided by square root of 2. Okay, so up top, I'm going to put this in. Square root 250 minus square root 40, close it, divided by parentheses square root of 2. Pardon me. Now, 6.708, yada yada. All right. Well, you can clearly see that none of these answers are 6.708. So, oh no, I'm stuck. But wait, let's look at our answers. 3 square root of 10. Let's type in 3 square root of 10. What do I get? 9.48. Is 9.48 equivalent to 6.70? No. Then cross it off. Use the test to your advantage. 3 square root of 5. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. There's your 6.708. Bingo. If you're really feeling like you're not totally sure, you can double check the rest of them. 15 clearly is not it. This won't work as well. Boom goes dynamite. You win. Okay? All right. Evaluate the expression when n equals 9 down here. So if I just put 9 in for it, 9 minus 6 is 3. 2 minus 9 is negative 7. Absolute value makes things positive, so 3. This minus is outside, stays there, and this becomes positive. 3 minus 7 is negative 4. There's your B. Okay. Again, you can just use everything right in the calculator too. That's perfectly fine. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at our final page. Okay. I'm going to show you guys a few more calculator tricks. All right. Very good. All right, guys. So sorry about that. Just had to refocus it. What we got up top? Simplify the following expressions: 6 to the 4th, 12 to the 4th. Okay, I'm just going to use the calculator here. 6 to the 4th, get out of there, times 12 to the 4th. Okay, which gives me a very large number. And now, as I'm going through this, okay, let's take a look at our answers. So I'm going to jot this down real quick. 2, 6, 8, 7, 3, 8, 5, 6. 12 times 24, no chance. 6 parentheses 12 raised to the 4th. Getting closer, but no. 72 to the 8th. Way too large. 72 to the 4th. Bingo. Okay. So always don't feel bad about using the calculator. Same thing right here. I can use this as well. But just to show you guys the math here, distribute the root 10 in. 9 root 10 plus, if I have both under the square root, it's going to be square root of 50. This can be broken down. I'm going to go ahead and pop it up here. 9 root 10 plus root 25 times root 2. 9 root 10 plus 5 root 2. Okay. Which as we look through our answers, that's going to be A. And again, you can feel like put this whole thing right in the calculator. Check through your answers, see which one gives you the exact decimal. All right, in the problem below, find the error, correct it, explain the correction. Root 12 plus root 13 equals root 25. Okay, equals 5. Okay, you cannot add together radicals like that. You can multiply them underneath there, but you can't add them. So what you got to do instead is, okay, you have to break them down. Root 12 becomes root 4 times root 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Root 3 plus root 13. You got to keep in mind that radicals are almost like x's. If I said like 2x plus x squared, you can't combine them. Okay, so there we go. Things look good. All right. Just very quickly here, then I'm going to zoom in just a little bit if I can. Maybe not. Okay. 0 power, anything raised to 0 power is 1. So this one's kind of simple, but oh, there it goes. X to the 6th, x is, or y to the 7th, that raised to 0, 1. Okay. Now, 2 over 3 is 2 over 3. When you have exponents on top here like this, you can subtract them. So meaning, like take the top one minus the bottom one. Okay. 4 minus 2 is 2, so x squared goes on top. Now, negative 4 minus negative 3 is basically negative 4 plus 3, which gives you negative 1. And lastly, negative 3 minus 4 gives you negative 7. Now, you cannot have a negative exponent, so if you see a negative exponent, what you got to do is send it downstairs. So up top, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shoot over this way. We get 2x squared on top, 3y to the 1st, z to the 7th down low. It's a horrible 7. There we go. Okay. It's a really bad 7. Cool. Okay. All right. And lastly, root 72 minus root 32. Break this down. If I'm looking at this, let's see here. Let's try root 9 times root 8 minus root 8 times root 4. Okay. Square root of 9 is 3. I can break this down again. Square root of 4 times square root of 2. Minus, this is 2, and then this can be broken down to root 4 times root 2. Square root of 4 is 2. So 3 times 2 times root 2 minus 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Okay. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 6 root 2 minus 4 root 2 is 2 root 2. Okay. Good. All right. Just the last few open-ended questions here. 2 students are skating laps on the bigger rink. One student skates 1 lap in 6 strides, while the other student, while the student on the smaller rink skates a lap in 5 strides. If they start at the same time, and how many strides will they both reach the starting place with the same number of strides? Okay, so it's not going to be anything less than 5 or 6. So this is going to be an example again of LCM, okay, going high. So between 5 and 6, your LCM of 5 and 6, if you multiply them together, you end up getting 30. So 30 strides, and then they'll be both back to start again at the exact same time. Okay. So again, context of the problem, GCFs when you go low, it wouldn't make no sense here because what's lower than 6 and 5? It doesn't, you're not going to be back to start there. Kevin Michaels is selling go-karts on Craigslist. There's a 6% sales tax plus $1.20 shipping fee on it for every mile the go-kart has to be shipped. The equation P equals 1,500 times 1.06 plus 1.2 M is used to calculate the payment owed by its customers. Identify what each variable and number in the equation above represents. Okay, so here, total cost. P equals, okay, that's what you're trying to find. How much am I totally spending for this Craigslist go-kart? So 1,500 is a large number. That's your price of go-kart. Okay. It makes sense it would cost a little bit of money, $1,500. It seems like a decent amount for it. Good. The 1.06, look back through here. Okay, what stands out to you? Here's your 6% sales tax. That's just what it is, sales tax. 1.2, okay, that's right there next to it, shipping fee. And M is for every mile. So all the answers to a problem like this are just right in the context of the problem. Just take a look at it, and it should be in good shape. Okay, number 3. Mike discovered that the pool in his backyard is leaking slowly. If the pool holds 19,208 gallons of water and is leaking at a rate of 17 gallons per day. If Mike does not replace the water that has leaked from the pool, how much gallons of water will remain in the pool after 36 days? Okay, so here's 19,208. Every day he loses 17 gallons, and you're trying to figure out 36 days. Okay. Now, down here it says, before you solve the problem, explain why choices B and C can easily be eliminated. Okay. Well, look at how much water this pool can hold, 19,208. Look at B and C, 19,244, 19,822. It's more than the pool can hold. Like, if you've ever seen a pool in real life, which I'm sure you have, it can only hold so much. You can't go over it. Okay? So, always, again, using your answers to your advantage always helps. 19,208 minus 17 times 36 leaves us with 18,596. Down here, check it out. We're good. Okay? So, hopefully this helped. Again, test is later today, so good luck. We're all counting on you.